A few moments later.
I'm calling you to make noise, to make noise, to make noise, really.
Hi guys, hi everyone, greetings to you all. It's your girl again, Melodies TV. You all know the only Melu with the gist. Today's video is about the military takeover in Gabon. Like we see on social media trending everywhere right now, the military is in charge in Gabon and power has changed hand. The president Bongo is asking the world to make some noise to come to his aid. He doesn't know where his wife is, where his children are, and right now he is under arrest and is asking us to make some noise. That is why we are here making some noise for him. Since they have decided that once they get into power, they want to stay there, it becomes a kingship that they want to give it from father to son and to their next generation. They don't want change. So it's asking you and I to make some noise. Before going to continue on what is happening in Gabon, we wake up after the military coup in Gabon. Papa P in our pays has made some small reshufflement. Does it mean that our Papa P is also shaking? He doesn't trust the people around him because his reshufflement affects only the area that has to do with those of you that will come on this video that I'm making today and say, Melo, in your own country, you cannot say anything. See, I cannot say anything because right now there are people talking about what we are not talking about. So we are talking about theirs, they are talking about ours. But if you feel like I'm not talking about what I'm supposed to say here, please use that comment that you're about to type here. Use that energy and that phone. Light your camera and talk about it. Let's talk about Gabon. Elections in Gabon took place on Saturday, and the former president Bongo was still announced as the winner of that presidential election. And so many Gabonese were not happy about it. And the military decided that no, we have to make things right by telling him that he doesn't deserve it. So for now, we are taking over until further notice. Gabon is not the first. Mali has done the same. Right now, as we speak, Mali as well is under military rule for the moment till further notice. They want to make changes, and everybody's like, oh, this is a time to be alive in Africa, to see how things are going to change. And then looking at it, the next morning after military took over in Gabon, our own president Papa P made some changes, did some cabinet reshufflement with some key people that has to do with power and authority. We are going to talk about that in another video where we are going to give details about that. Now, my worry is I don't feel like the Gabonese are angry for the fact that he is still made president because they voted him. We know how voting in Africa goes. We know how they do those things you get. Maybe they don't want him to stay there again because it's not a family business. It has to do with the entire country. Maybe another person will come into power and then bring another changes. Because if you look at it very well, most of our families, friends, loved ones, they are in Gabon and they are doing well. Gabon is doing well, but if they want him down, it's because they want another person. It's not like it's a family business. This is something that has to do with the entire nation. If you look at videos of him, like the video you saw on our intro, that was his campaign many years back. Before now that you see him, he can barely walk, barely move his hands. And then I'm asking myself, a man at this age that is supposed to be resting is still fighting to stay in power. Is this not a time for you to say, I have tried, my people, let another person, except you guys have decided to make it a family business? This is a time for you to rest. Look at our leaders. Some of them can barely hear. Some of them can barely see you, can barely read, can barely speak. Some of them are on pampers. They can't even stand for the next 10 minutes. They go for seminars, conferences. They can't even listen to what they are saying there. They are sleeping all through, but yet they stay in power. Doesn't mean that their colonial masters have asked them not to shake, not to make any move. Doesn't mean that their colonial masters have asked them to remain in power. Where is this pressure coming from? And truth be told, before we want to congratulate everything that is going on, because for me, I feel like it is breaking and it is breathtaking. It is good news for us. There have never been any coup d'etat without Western influence. Truth be told, we all know about that. We are going to talk about this, details about this on another video. There have never been any successful coup without Western influence. Successful or failed, there is always Western influence in it. Too much interest. Come back to our own nation. These people stay in power who feel like they are there to do us good. They travel abroad for their health, for checkup and everything. They see how the West are living their life. Look at our transport system. Look at our road. Look at our highways. You hear highway road, highway to Yaoundé. It's one lane road. But these people, the ministers, the president, they travel abroad from time to time. They see how these people are building their countries, rebranding their nation, but yet we are going backward. Once they are sick, they fly abroad to take care of themselves, take care of their health. But us, the poor masses, we are the ones suffering. What is happening? Is it that we don't have money? Africa is richly blessed with a lot of natural resources. France is announced the highest timber producing country in the world. Does France has a forest? We all know where it is coming from. Look at UK. When we want to talk about gold, where is it coming from? From Africa. Africa is richly blessed, but our resources are being milked out from us with the help of our leaders. With the help of our leaders, all our resources are being milked and taken out. The worst part about Africa is that when our corrupted leaders are being arrested, especially those who embezzle money, when they are being arrested, they are being dumped in one prison cell, they are living their life there. But yet, the money they embezzle never comes back into government coffers. Look at the amount of money that was seen in somebody's house in Gabon. Billiards. Look at the amount of money that one person had confiscated, kept in his house, making money not to circulate in the country. It's not only in Gabon, we have it also in this country. A lot of money out there is being stuck into people's bunkers that they can't give it out there for money to circulate. If you go around the country, for you to see 500 francs, coins, it becomes a problem. Chinese have come in. What have they done? They have brought in their game machines. You use coin, you buy their own coin, you put in the machine to play game. At the end of the day, they smuggle these coins out from the country. And we don't have any justification. Go to their website, you will see our money being sold as silver. Go and check and see. Google it, you see it there. What is happening? Is it that Africa will remain the way it is? And I feel like the youth these days have decided to do things right. And hopefully, things are going to get better. Because as it stands, a lot of people are shaky. When Niger started, we saw how ECOWAS was making noise. Nigeria wanted to go in, thanks to their president, Tinubu, to move in that he wants to reinstate. And he was told, what did they tell him? They told him, if you get into our affairs, we are going to come straight into Abuja and reinstate the president that actually won the election. And what Africa, what is going on? What is happening? I don't want to say too much on this video because it's really so pathetic. When the West see how hungry we are for power, they laugh at us because we have all the resources, but we are actually not making use of it. So they are going to use our brains, use us against us, and get what they want to get, and they will leave us hungry. A lot of our brothers and sisters are suffering abroad, struggling, looking for greener pasture, whereas we have everything in our country. We have everything that can make us be what we are supposed to be. But how can we achieve that when the leaders have decided to make the poor masses to suffer and continue suffering? So for you, Mr. Ali, you said we should make some noise. Yes, we are making noise for you. This is a noise we're making, and the noise we're making is that you people, where your people say they don't want you, we are the ones to say we want you, and we are the ones to say we don't want you. When we don't want you, we don't want you. Leave the government for us. Step down. Go on retirement. Go and get rest. They say we should make noise for you. Who told you we are happy for you? We want to see you there. We are not. We are not happy. We are not happy. A lot of us, our dreams were crushed because of the poor governance we have. Our dreams were crushed. We could not make our dreams what we wanted to be tomorrow, how we wanted our lives to be, because you guys decided to stay in power and mess everything for us. While your children study abroad in the best universities, living their life, our own children, our parents gave birth to us, we could not achieve any of that, but we worked so hard. You cannot tell me an average African is supposed to suffer with all the natural resources we have. If you go into farming, you are going to make it big. You go into business, you are going to make it big. But yet, we are suffering, going around in circles, just so that we can have something to eat before we go to sleep. This is a time, Africa arise. This is a time for everybody to look into things and say, no, we have to have one mouth and one say on things. Gabon is in the CEMAC region. I hope the CEMAC, they are going to make a statement about what is going on. ECOWAS, how far for their godfather and the people in France now to come and say something. We are waiting for them. And I'm sure before the Gabonese made this move, they are ready and prepared for whatsoever is coming back. And I hope others, the other leaders that have decided to make the youth miserable, you all are seeing. There is time for everything. It might take long, but it will always come to pass. That's a fact.
Viens me retrouver agissant
Ensemble!
Viens me retrouver agissant
Ensemble!
Toi et moi on va faire tout
Ensemble!
Tu veux changer le pays, on le change
Ensemble!
On réfléchit, on avance
Ensemble!
Levez les mains, levez les mains, levez les mains
Levez les mains, levez les mains, levez les mains. Ensemble! Ensemble! Now, ensemble. Okay, all of us. Okay. Thank you so much for watching this video right up to this level. I sincerely appreciate your time here. Please do put your thoughts in the comment section. Does this man deserve another chance in power, or he should just rest? What are you waiting for? What are your hopes as per what is going on? Are you thinking what I'm thinking? Is there another country on the line? I rest my case at this level. I remain your girl Melodies TV. Put your thoughts in the comment section. Hope we see you all again on our next live video or on our next upload. Bye bye.